You won't believe what scientists have just discovered. More than 400 million kilometers from Earth, a mysterious object from outside our solar system is wandering through space with a giant hair of nearly 350,000 kilometers of pure space debris and carbon dioxide. Think about it, something that traveled from another galaxy, older than our sun, is here, right in our neighborhood, and telescopes are capturing all its secrets. This isn't science fiction, it's reality, and what it reveals about the origin of the universe is simply terrifying. Stay until the end, because the story of this visitor will make you question everything you know about space. This is 3I/Atlas, and it's a true ticket to the Milky Way's deepest past. Scientists are on edge because this comet, the third one ever detected outside our system, carries an absurd amount of carbon dioxide in its head, the cloud of gas and dust that surrounds it. Consider how long this traveler has lived to have accumulated this colossal tail. This is no ordinary comet, it carries with it the DNA of stars and planets that no longer even exist, a cosmic ghost. This gigantic coma of gas, detected by cutting-edge instruments, isn't just a detail, it's a chemical signature that screams, "I'm old, I'm from far away, and I've seen a lot of things fall apart." The shocking revelation of this tale came thanks to a technology that's peering into space in a way never before imagined, SphereX, a NASA explorer. This spacecraft, which works similarly to the James Webb Telescope, can see the invisible by capturing infrared light. It's mapping the sky in such detail that it can identify the chemical fingerprint of objects like 3I/Atlas. What SphereX saw wasn't just a dirty ball of ice flying by, but the exact composition of something that traveled countless light years. This proves that we have the technology to unravel the universe's most guarded mysteries, and that every particle of this comet is a piece of frozen history. The most frightening thing about this discovery is that, despite being a cosmic alien, 3I/Atlas looks very similar to the comets born right here, in our own cosmic backyard. Astronomers expected something completely exotic, with chemical elements we'd never seen before. But surprise! It has carbon dioxide and frozen water in its nucleus, the same basic ingredients as comets back home. This is creating a headache for scientists. How can something from elsewhere be so similar to what we have here? This similarity suggests that perhaps the building blocks of star systems out there aren't as unique as we thought, but it raises the disturbing question, is life, or the potential for life, also universal and abundant? Note this, what really sets 3I/Atlas apart is the near-total absence of carbon monoxide, a gas typically present in comets that form far from the heat of a star. The lack of this element is the key clue. This means that, before being catapulted into interstellar space, this comet experienced extreme heating in its solar system of origin. It must have formed too close of a sun or remained too long in the inner regions, losing most of its volatile carbon monoxide. This makes 3I/Atlas a cosmic survivor, an object that has been through hell and now travels cold and silent, bearing the scars of a brutal life in another corner of the galaxy. Here's the truly chilling fact: scientists believe this object isn't just from another galaxy, it's absurdly old. We're talking about an object that could be twice the age of our own solar system, somewhere around 9 to 10 billion years old. Imagine the weight of that age. It's not just a tourist, it's a living relic from the oldest and densest region of the Milky Way. Studying 3I/Atlas is like opening a billion-dollar time capsule containing information about the formation and evolution of stars and planets in the early galaxy. The discovery of this traveler shows that the universe is a graveyard of ancient history, and our brief existence here is but a blink of an eye in its timeline. To have reached this point, 3I/Atlas must have suffered a cataclysmic event that flung it out of its home system. Think of the sheer force required to kick a celestial body to travel hundreds of millions of light years. It could have been a violent gravitational encounter with a giant planet that slingshotted out, or even the collapse of its star. It survived this brutal interstellar journey, freezing and drifting in absolute cold for eons. This scenario raises a grim question: if something like this can happen to solar systems out there, what guarantees the stability of our own system in the future? We are observing what happens when a celestial body is dumped into the void of space. The time to study this visitor is not infinite. 3I/Atlas is in constant motion and is getting closer to the Sun every day. It is expected that by the end of October, it will reach its closest point to our star. This is the critical moment. The intense heat of the Sun will cause the water ice in the comet's sublime nucleus to transform directly from a solid to a gaseous state, creating an even more gigantic and spectacular tail. Space probes orbiting Mars will be ready to monitor the action, as this will be the best window to observe the comet in all its glory. This is our chance to collect as much data as possible before the comet speeds off again into the deep, unknown space. The importance of capturing 3I/Atlas's chemtrails cannot be overstated. SphereX, by mapping the sky in 102 wavelengths, is capturing details that would be impossible to see from Earth. It's like having a microscope that can analyze the chemical elements of objects unimaginably far away. What this data really means is that, instead of just seeing the light of distant stars, we're beginning to understand exactly what's making up these galaxy-crossing blocks of matter. If this comet is the rule, not the exception, the universe may be littered with identical fingerprints of solar systems out there, suggesting that star and planet formation follows a much more standard pattern than we imagined. So, there it is, a cosmic traveler older than our Sun, with a carbon dioxide coma stretching 350,000 kilometers, showing that we are more similar to the rest of the universe than we thought. This interstellar visitor is rewriting our understanding of the history of the Milky Way, and the story of the heat and violence that shaped it is frightening. Now I want to know your opinion. How does it make you feel to know that objects like this, which have survived billions of years of deep space travel, are cruising through our solar system? Do you think these visitors carry seeds of life, or are they just ancient cosmic debris? Have you ever seen or heard of anything so impressive? Share your thoughts on the true origin of this alien in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next shocking videos, and, of course, turn on the notification bell.